Shalom, shalom. Koholo Yama, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone to teaching with well. Peace and salutations be to the hopeful elect. I'm Bala Tazon Gabar coming at you from the province in Babylon, camp here in Tampa, Florida. All right, this list is going to be going into the agenda of Esau Edom. Okay. Now I wanted to touch in on this Barbie movie. I don't know if it's out already or it's about to come out or just recently came out. Yeah, it just came out. The crazy part is I typed in Barbie movie on Google, and the entire Google shit is sick. The entire Google search bar, everything just turned pink, you know. Typed in Barbie movie, everything turned pink. I'm gonna see if I can put this in a lesson so that you can see yourselves what this agenda is that they got going on, man. Okay. But everything turned pink and it had pink sparkles sliding down the screen. So there you have it. This is an agenda. Okay. In the Barbie movie, you got the guy Ken. It's supposed to be the Ken doll. And this motherfucker's in all pink. He's always got pink on. For some reason, his character has to always have pink on. Alright. Now, when we go and look at the actual Ken doll, we go look at the actual Ken doll. The Ken doll ain't got that much pink on, man. Ken doll ain't pinked out. Alright. Yeah, the Ken doll ain't pinked out, man. So you see there's an agenda. And they're targeting your children. Somehow Ken doll has all the pink on in the world, just like the Barbie. You know, the Barbie doll, the woman Barbie. But it was never like that, so I was, something had me questioning that. Like, why has he got all this pink on, man? I've never seen a Ken doll as a child with all that pink on. My sisters played with dolls and Barbies. I've never seen a Ken doll with all that pink on, man. Okay. Ken doll always had on some shorts with no shirt. But this is the agenda that America is trying to accomplish. So, let me get right into it. That's the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Matter of fact, let me start back at verse 6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after shall live ungodly. So what was Sodom and Gomorrah? They were cities. They were cities that were condoning flamboyant fruitcake shit, man. The same-sex marriage. Okay, men going into other men laying with other men, woman laying with other women. They were in the same spirit as America is today. But America is Sodom and Gomorrah on steroids. You know, you call this super Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, when the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, he also destroyed the neighboring cities. It wasn't just Sodom and Gomorrah. It says he destroyed the neighboring cities, meaning the cities that were next to it. Okay, it wasn't you know, just Sodom and Gomorrah that got cleaned off the earth. It was that leaven, you know, a little leaven at the whole lump. The other cities that city was touching, I had to get it too, man. Okay, because it was too close to it. They was too close to that city, and to be safe, the Lord eradicated their ass too. But it says, making them an ensample, which is in today's language, example, unto those that after should live ungodly. So we see the result of them. We see the result of them that what afterwards should live ungodly, that lived like Sodom and Gomorrah. They wanted to live, you know, as Sodom and Gomorrah lived. And what happened to them? You see the outcome of their uprising, man. You see the outcome of the way they lived. Now look at the way Babylon's living. And it hasn't been like this for, 100 years. It hasn't been like this for 50 years. I give or take about 10 to 20 years. These things have been this way, man. 2008 is when Obama legalized same-sex marriage, man, and everybody just started running out of the closet. You had a whole fucking chapter in life when people just started confessing, fessing up. Yeah, actually, I liked this the whole time, I remember being young, at a young age, I had a friend, this nigga ended up coming out the closet. That shit threw me for a loop. And I was like, wow. He felt safe with telling me. I had to get the fuck away from him, man. Because I wasn't rolling like that. It was something he was hiding. He came out and told his mom. And then he just told me casually, like, I told my mom that I was this, and she didn't even accept me, bro. She started yelling at me, and I said, what? Whoa, wait a minute. What the fuck did you just say? But the world seen that as acceptable at that time. And now, as the years go by, it's getting worse and worse and worse to where they're having laws being passed to protect these motherfuckers, man. If you say anything against these motherfuckers, like back in the day, you would say some shit like, hey, why you holding your hand up like that? You got sugar in your tank? You better get your shit straight, straighten yourself up, stand yourself like a man, That's how we were. That's how little kids were being talked to. That's what I was being talked to when I was a child, man. My father my father was on my ass. My uncles were on my ass. Okay, but that's how it's supposed to be. You see a little boy playing with the Barbie doll. You take this shit out of his hand, throw it on the floor, and say, "Hey, only women do this shit, man." But they got these little boys getting their nails painted. They got these little boys playing with pink Barbie doll houses and shit. They put this little boy on the TV show, a little Jake boy, and it was about this Jake family winning like a lottery team or something. They were winning like a lottery or some shit, man. And they let the little boy, who had no common sense really, decide what he wanted. Okay. When I was a child, little boys were playing with cars, Transformer toys, action figures. Now he had two choices. You got this big ass pink Barbie doll house that you could choose from, and you had this big ass car. It was a nice car that he could choose from. His family would have truly benefited off of. You let the little boy decide. He went up to the pink Barbie doll house, man. And the family just all put their head down. But why are you putting your head down for? You generated this shit. You produced this. You created this being yourself, man. Because the scriptures say, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is older, he will not depart from it. I'm gonna grab it instead of paraphrasing it, Slovakia. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay, so when you train up that child in the way he's supposed to go, what you doing to that child? You're pretty much programming him in the way he should be when he's an adult. Okay, the things that he should like when he's an adult. the things that he should dislike when he's an adult. Okay? You should have been training him at that age to like cars and boy stuff, things that men like. This was a tradition, long before, this fruitcake shit came out, man. This was always done. Boys did boy things. Now you got these boys doing female things, little girl things. They like to get their nails painted. They like to cross-dress and shit. They like to, this kid literally picked a pink dollhouse. What are you going to do in a pink dollhouse, man? It literally looked like a Barbie dollhouse for a little girl. Something that a little girl would pick. And it was a shame to the family. Because they had this big old multi-$1,000 car. Like it was dozens of thousands of dollars. And instead of the boy running to that, he ran to the thing that was most appealing to his eye, which was a dollhouse. Whereas, this young kid playing with Hot Wheels or some shit. When I was young, we had Hot Wheels, man. We had Hot Wheels. Big old monster trucks. You wanted to race cars. You wanted to play fight. Okay? You wanted to destroy things. A boy go outside and just start fucking killing ants and shit. You wanted to be a conqueror. But somehow these children now, in this day and age, they aren't the same anymore. They want to do things women do. They want to get their nails painted and play with little girls and whatever happened to cooties. There used to be a thing called cooties where you just didn't want to play with girls. You wanted to be with the bros. You wanted to be with the boys, man. Back then it was homies over hoes. And you did boy things. Okay. Let me grab this. In the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 27. And likewise also, the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly. Now you got boys with boys, man. There used to be men with men, but now it's boys with boys and men with men. And old men with old men. I will never forget the day I seen a fucking question mark. I thought I was talking to an old lady. I was at a job, working at a job serving food. And this question mark came up. And an old lady voice said, "Can you put pickles on it?" I said, "Yeah, I got you." I went to go pay for his food and came back to collect it. And he said, "Thank you, darling." I said, "What?" And that was a moment of shock where I was just stuck. That shit's never happened to me. But confusion will do that to you. When you're confused, you gonna freeze and try to find your way back onto the right track, man. Okay? And I froze in the middle of making food and handing out food. I froze, dead ass. I kid you not, man. I froze and I tried to put the pieces together. I said, was that a woman or was that a man? And the fact that I even had to ask that question in my head just goes to show you we're in the end times, man. We're in the very last days. Okay? This guy came in wearing makeup, a long ass gray wig, no facial hair. Okay? He even had breasts. I don't see how the fuck he did that. But he even had breasts as an old woman, But the voice change was serious, man. Okay? And then when I actually looked closer, I seen he had a few specks underneath his chin. Like he had 5 o'clock shadow, And this shit overthrew my mind. It overthrew my mind because I couldn't really pay too much attention to him at first, so I automatically assumed it was a woman that I was speaking to. But when I looked at him, and he spoke in his normal voice, and when I looked at him, that's when I could tell, yeah, that's a man. He's got the jawline, he's got the 5 o'clock shadow, the box shoulders, And he was wearing woman clothing, man. This shit was so sick. It was an Edomite, of course. But you see that what these Edomites, they're trying to push out into the world. They got Jake doing it too, man. Whatever these Edomites do, you're going to see Jake doing it. Because scriptures say you are your father, the devil. Matter of fact, I will grab that. But let me finish this. It says, Men with men working that which is unseemly. Okay, just doing weird shit, man. Doing things that are against nature. A man going inside of another man's behind, man. Rectum. Okay, that's unseemly. And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. This is the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father you will do. Who's their father? Esau, Edom, man. Okay? So the lust of their father, they're going to do. Whatever Esau lusts to do, you're going to find Jake lusting to do it as well, man. Okay? That's why it says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. Okay? There you have it, man. This is Esau, Edom. This is what he wants to do. This is a part of his lusts. This man has always been a flamer. Look at the roots of Christmas, the roots of Saturnalia. Okay? Look at the roots of Thanksgiving. And what were these Edomites doing when they were celebrating these holidays, these so-called holidays? They were getting drunk and doing things that are unseemly. Men working with men, things that are unseemly, man. Okay? But now it's been legalized, and it's been promoted, and it's being protected. Okay? Now you can't correct your son in public, telling him not to wear that fucking dress, telling him not to pick up that Barbie doll. Or you're going to get persecuted to the highest degree, the highest extent of the law, man. People going to put your ass on front page news. People going to put you on front page news and call you all sorts of things, man. Okay, you're going to be persecuted for trying to teach your kid the right way to live. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Okay, so iniquity is increasing. Iniquity is increasing. Okay? And this is iniquity at an all-time high. Alright? What happens if it gets any worse than this? It says, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So people are going to grow cold-hearted. They're going to grow more and more cold-hearted, man. And the times are coming into. You see these flamers, they're getting ready to go against war against people that hate flamers. Okay? All these classes of people are going to start fighting against each other. They're going to tear each other apart, man. They're going to devour each other. Okay? With that, man, I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I keep not wife, listen to truth and sincerity. Peace be to you, hopeful elect. Okay, call halayim la Yahabashim Yoshai. I'm gonna grab this one more scripture before I close out. Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Shalom.